blessings are not forced. Blessing cannot be forced on a city. The blessing of a prophet cannot be forced on a city, neither cannot be forced on the people. That is why scriptures like, if you receive a prophet in the name of a prophet, you must be careful not to receive a prophet in the name of an uncle. Are we together? You must be careful not to receive a prophet in the name of a mother. Perhaps you have one as a mother. You must be careful not to receive her in the name of a mother. You must be careful not to receive her in the name of a father. But the name in which you must receive a prophet is in the name of what? A prophet. That's a very profound statement. Because the blessing that a prophet carry, you will not have access to it if you have received him in the name of an husband. If you have received him in the name of a father. If you have received him in the name of a younger brother or an elder brother. You are not going to partake, even though the prosperity anointing is in the same house you dwell in. Even though the same grace that is turning people around. Have you seen people, that some people travel from a far distance to come to a particular family because a prophet is there? And they are blessed. But the same infirmity that these strangers are cured of are the same infirmity that killed the father. The issue in that situation is because the father have received him in the name of his son. The anointing that the prophet carry is such a powerful anointing that the anointing is aware of dishonor. And the anointing is aware of the limitation of the man carrying it. Perhaps the man is his father. So tendency that he wants to be nice and be soft with the anointing. So, but the anointing set a standard. The anointing set a standard. And say, I don't care. Because what is upon him is cast. Upon whoever that is found, you must be careful to receive him in the name of what? They are sleeping. You must be careful to receive him in the name of what? God. Are we together now? Receive a prophet in the name of a prophet. However, there are cities that are not qualified to have a prophet. There are a people that are not qualified. The meaning of that is that there are certain anointing that is not for everyone. There are certain grace. What qualifies a prophet to dwell in your city? Study the Bible well. Study very well. What qualifies a prophet, a man of God, an anointed person to dwell in the city is not the name of the city. It is the people, blessing, acceptance, the honor that is in the city. And whenever such is missing, God will have to relocate the anointed. And the same principle affected Jesus. Are we so I hope some people are smart. I hope we have smart people here. But I'm speaking in parables. Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. Don't be among the city that are traveling and coming to where Jesus is. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen that there was a time that Jesus was in your city and you do not know the time of your visitation. It was after he has left that you need to come by a boat on the water. Because they heard that now is at the other side of the mountain. So the entire city emptied. They traveled to go and see Jesus. The same Jesus that came to their city that they did not see, that they did not welcome. Why is it that it is that woman that the prophets dwell in her house? There were many people The woman of which he asked the servant, what did this woman need? He said, she's a barren. She needed a child. There were many houses. Why is it that it is the house of that woman that the man of God decided to dwell? It's not the name of the house. It is the blessedness of the house. It is how much open the house has been. The man of God has been treated in the way that he felt at home. Are you still listening now? They have received him in the name of a prophet. And that is why the anointing desire to always be in the house. Praise Jesus. There is a way you can send an anointing away. That is possible. It's possible. There are things that God may long to do in your life, and that He will, everything He will do, however, He will do it by the anointing. And if you don't understand how to relate with the anointing, then the anointing will be distanced away from you, and the blessing will be distanced away from you. Anyone that knows how to relate with the anointing, you can make the anointing to be inhabited in your life and in your house. Are we together now? Let me go to my teaching. Praise Jesus.